Hey Tina, how are you?
I am good, Jen. How are you doing?
I'm good. So my question to you is, what are haptic images?
So when I talk about haptic images, I'm usually using that term as a provocation to ask people to think two things together that we usually want to separate, and those two things are seeing and touching. And
Mhm.
usually seeing and touching are thought of as discrete, right? They're modes of apprehension
Mhm.
that either come through the eyes or through physical contact.
Mhm.
But the idea of haptic images is really, for me, an invitation to get us to think about how certain images touch us and how they move us
Mm.
and how they do
Mhm.
that not simply through what we are looking at.
Mm.
So in that way, haptic images are really particularly effective images that we respond to viscerally.
Mm.
They're images that solicit multiple sensory responses.
Mhm.
So images that make us cry, images that turn our stomach, images that enrage us, or
Mm.
images that connect us, right?
Yes.
Through horror, delight, sensuality, or
Yes.
vulnerability. And the way that I think it's important to think about haptic images is that that's not just around something that we see because it goes beyond what we see. And
Right.
I think that what's really important about them is understanding, or at least that's what I want to do, is understand how to open ourselves up and make ourselves vulnerable to the transformational power of haptic images. And
Mm.
really quite specifically, think about the power of haptic images for Black artists and for Black
Yes.
publics more broadly,
Mm.
that they do a certain kind of political work for us as
Mm.
Black people,
Yes.
and they challenge people to see Blackness and the Black experience differently. So that's why I think they're particularly important, and actually I think that they are really being produced on a different level right now in this particular
Yes.
moment in time by Black artists.
Yes. Magic. Thank you.
You're welcome.